10:14 p.m. Wednesday, February 19th, 2020, episode number 777 of Oh Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth.
Jonathan, as terrified as I was when we did episode 666, I'm the exact opposite for this one. This is light.
Elated.
Nothing macabre going on here. It's 777. Oh Yeah Dude. America through the eyes of two Americans. I got one for you. You remember Whitey Bulger?
Mm-hmm.
South Boston, the mob, The Departed.
Santa Monica.
Went on the run, found in Santa Monica.
Like a block from my apartment.
Like literally, you probably...
We probably drank at a bar together.
You definitely, with a Red Sox cap, you probably were like, Yaz. And he nodded at you.
The Yaz.
The Yaz. Yeah, there's this old guy. He always nods at me at the bar. I'm reading...
I think it might be the Yaz.
This woman's account. One of the jurors, when on his trial, which was for racketeering, gambling, murder, whatever. They found him guilty. He was eventually murdered in a federal prison, but found out afterwards from a book. Somebody wrote a book about the CIA and MK Ultra. So the CIA's acid experiments that they did for mind control. She finds out afterwards that he was a participant in these acid trips. And she said, oh, maybe I probably wouldn't have found him guilty of murder if I knew that he was getting weekly intravenous LSD injections in prison in Atlanta in 1957. So a lot of people have written books about him when he was on the run, thought if he ever gets caught, he'll have to spend the rest of his life in prison, but he won't get the death penalty because it will be tough to have 12 people if you explain to them, oh, by the way, this guy,
was subjected.
To at least 50 intravenous, the real deal acid trips went to shorten his prison sentence in the 50s. They would argue insanity. People said, well, that will happen. His defense attorneys in his trial never brought that up. So 12 people in a jury box that don't know anything about MK Ultra were never they said, not that it had anything, who knows? Maybe it did. Maybe if they didn't give him that acid, he would have gotten out and said, you know what? I just want to be a florist. Like Pete Postlethwaite in The Departed.
What was he in jail for in the 50s?
I don't know if that was, fucking auto theft. I didn't know but to shorten his sentence, he was like, I'll get in on that. But she corresponded with him after the trial saying, hey, I feel really bad. I just read this book. I didn't know this existed. We don't know if this is true. He corresponded back, but was like, oh, I've lived a life of absolute abject hallucination horror, and I haven't slept, I've slept in 18-minute spurts 98 times a night for 50 fucking years, which might make sense.
Well, sure, because it's not like I went to 50 Grateful Dead shows and willingly dropped a hit of acid every time I went. I was being in a clinical trial, being injected by these fucking agents, who were trying to figure out how to
covert secret agents,
how to manipulate my
mind control. So I would imagine the doses we're not microdosing here.
I think heroic doses.
Yeah, heroic dosing intravenously 57 times. What year is it? 1958? Well, we're going to give you 58. And by 58, I mean 1,958. So yeah, maybe the attorneys, hey lawyers,
do better.
You might want to bring that up. I mean, people get off insanity for fucking straight bullshit.
Not like, oh, you are definitely insane.
When I was a kid, my parents made me watch Growing Pains every day, and I went crazy. I said I can't watch anymore, but they made me keep watching. Well, let them off. You watch Growing Pains every day.
That's a very strange thing to not mention.
No, might want to mention that. So yeah, thought that was like, you didn't mention it, huh? You never mentioned that your client got 58 intravenous LSD doses 50 years ago from the CIA in a covert operation called MK Ultra. You never mentioned it. Oh fuck! We didn't mention that. Guilty. Oh wait. Shit. When you hit the gavel, is it over? Is the gavel like a buzzer? Fuck. That was on my legal pad. It was on the bottom legal pad.
Yeah, it was the last.
Damn it.
It was tomorrow.
My briefcase got locked.
We were gonna do it tomorrow.
Ah, fuck.
I didn't realize it was over today.
Fuck. I can't believe that you looked at Whitey Bulger dead in the eye and you tipped your Celtics hat to his Red Sox hat, and both at the same time you were like, the Yaz. That in a bar in Santa Monica.
Los Yaz.
Los Yaz.
Harper's Index. The percentage by which the median length
I'm listening.
of U.S. black Protestant sermons.
Hold on. Slow down.
The median length of which U.S. black Protestant sermons exceeds that of U.S. Catholic homilies. It's 286. 280%, 286% longer.
Easy.
The factor by which evangelical Christian sermons are likelier than those of other Christian traditions to include the phrase eternal hell is 3.
Oh, yeah. They love that. I never got that at fucking Catholic Church. They never talked, but you go evangelical, they're going to let you know.
Yeah.
Eternal.
Stakes is high.
Stakes be high, serpents be hot. God, that serpent's red hot. Oh, yeah, because it's a
Because it
serpent.
came from eternal hell.
He's burning up. Just him being near you, it feels like you're next to a bonfire. That's how hot it gets down there. Eternal hell, you want to mention that all the time because you want to let people know. And you get into a black Protestant church and you get like my boy TD Jakes going up in Dallas. He's going to bring it. Unlike some of the fucking, I was at church with my mom.
Going through the motions a little bit?
Snooze alert. Hey, no, I shouldn't say that.
Phoning it in.
No, hey, I met him. Great guy. Not the most dynamic speaker. You know?
Yeah.
And when you started off with I was on a walk. Stop right there. I don't care. Wait a minute. You've got a whole audience here. You just kicked it off with I was on a walk. I don't want to hear another word. Stop. I was on a walk. Stop your story. Your story sucks. Someone's got to get in there and you got to fucking
Jazz it up.
Jazz it up a bit. I was thinking. Stop. Yeah.
What should it kick off with?
You got to kick it off with, it's 2 a.m. Everyone's like, what?
What are you doing up at 2 a.m.?
What the fuck? This is about to get rowdy.
What's this guy doing up at 2 a.m.?
It's hot. It's hot like hell? Like eternal hell. Yeah. No, good guy. Not the most dynamic speaker. So I was on a long reflective walk. Time out. Time out. Boring. Yeah, you want that sermon. You don't want to even call it a homily. You want to call it a sermon.
What do you mean you met him? You kicked it with him afterwards?
I kicked it with him afterwards. Great guy.
Went to dinner or something?
We kicked it. Great guy.
But you took communion when you went there?
Did not do that.
You didn't.
Body and blood of Christ, I did not do that.
But you have.
When I was a boy, I didn't do it during the middle of cold and flu season with, let's pass around the chalice. There's 200 people like, whoop, 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 next, whoop, whoop, whoop. Yep, nope.
But is it not wine? It's like a juice?
Yeah, it's like a Capri Sun, like a fruit punch.
When was the last time you took the body and blood of Christ into you? You remember? The last time you took Holy Communion? The last time you let one of those wafers just sit in your mouth as it dissolved? No?
I don't remember. It's been a while. Too long.
That's
the problem.
I'll tell you. I could tell you that.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I'll get up.
Never done that.
Get up. Never done that.
I'm not allowed.
To do it one time.
Not allowed.
Not allowed. Internal hell if you tried that. It would fucking, that wafer would like
burn through me.
Yeah.
Come out of my chin.
That's what you get. I'd stand right over. That's what you get. Someone would try to Heimlich. I'd be like,
leave him.
Leave him. Leave him be.
Don't touch him.
Eternal hell.
Let God sort it out.
God will figure it out. Wow. It's different. Different denominations, different ideas. It's all beautiful, though. It's all beautiful.
My father had a like a comic book character when he was a kid that he would draw or something along these
Amazing.
lines. But it was
Priest
a
man.
kid who would go to his go to communion every day, and when he would take the wafer, he would hold it in his mouth, and he would wait until mass was over. He'd go home and he'd spit it out and he'd put it in a binder like you do, like stamps.
Like your meds at
and
psych,
he would
at the psych
like,
hospital?
No, he would like keep them and date them. And so he had a binder full of all the like.
That would be an amazing art installation.
Just all these wafers underneath plastic, and
That would be a great idea if you did that your whole life, and then on your deathbed you ate 17,000 of them. I'm coming home. Yeah,
I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
Ate 17,000 wafers, saved them my whole life. Wrote a comic book. Netflix is turning it into a show. My son Jonathan will reap the benefits of the show. I love that kid.
Yeah, it's a cool idea.
I thought you were talking about like you're in a psych ward and you're in a movie and you need to get out. So you're like, oh, let me take my psych medication. A psych! And then you bury it out.
Cheeking
and then
it.
Yeah, like, oh, yeah, man, I'm comatose and catatonic from all that psych med. Wank, wank. Underneath the bed. Straight stash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Girl interrupted. That shit was real. Shit was real. I don't know. I never saw that, but I imagine that happened.
didn't see it, huh?
No, I didn't see that. So many movies I need to see.
What was the other one you hadn't seen? High Fidelity.
High Fidelity,
Never seen it.
Sideways, Girl Interrupted.
Never seen Sideways?
I have a feeling that every movie that I haven't seen sucks. That if every time we realized a movie like, oh, you never saw that? That's weird.
'cause it's not
There's
good.
100 of them. I'd watch all 100 and be like, why did I do that? Although I ended up watching Corky Romano the other night. So tell me how I haven't seen High Fidelity, but I saw Corky Romano.
What's Corky
That's the
Romano?
2001 hit starring Chris Kattan. I can't sleep anymore. I'm on MK Ultra. When you're on your couch,
Was that a SNL character?
no, it's its own beautiful world that was created.
And what does he do?
He's a veterinarian, but his family, the Romanos, are a mob family. Peter Falk, Peter Berg, and Chris Penn. He's kind of been ostracized from the family, but they need him to go undercover as an FBI agent to steal the evidence that's going to send his dad, Peter Falk, to prison.
Wow.
It's Corky Romano. It's a 2001 hit. There's a hacker played by Zach Galifianakis. He's in a hacker room.
Smokes.
Yeah. Well, when it's like you're on, I'm going through, it's 3:30 in the morning, you can't fucking sleep. I'm on like, all these stupid fucking movie channels I get just with
Why
my...
can't you sleep?
I can't sleep no more.
Are you drinking caffeine too late?
I'm drinking too much caffeine. But the
Too
caffeine
late in
don't
the
work.
day?
Maybe too late in the day. Maybe it does work. I'm saying it don't work, but maybe
it
it does
doesn't
work.
work like you want it to, but it works to where it doesn't let you sleep.
So it's not working. I want a 3-hour burst
get
of
high from it.
cocaine energy, and then I want to sleep like a baby for 8 hours. Instead, what it does is it mildly keeps me awake, keeps me in a terrible mood for 9 hours, and doesn't allow me to sleep. I think when you're watching Corky Romano on like your 9th
watch
stars,
the whole
I'll
thing?
watch the whole thing, hour and 25 minutes. I'll be asleep in 10 minutes before Cork even is in the FBI. Oh no, he's in. Zach Galifianakis.
Old Cork.
Old Cork is in. Zach Galifianakis did his resume. They faxed it to the FBI. The FBI
Zach
read it and let him
Galifianakis is
in.
a hacker that works for the mob, not that works for the CIA.
One scene,
He's a double agent.
he's a double agent. He's like Pete Buttigieg. He's a hybrid double agent. Oh my God. I'm going to take you to Gillette, Wyoming. We were talking about the Pyrotechnic Guild's international convention. Last year, they lit that fucking house on fire about 3 miles away. Well, I just double checked to make sure they didn't burn any houses down this year. What they did do, they done fucked up. They were like, well, last year we shot a rocket off. It lit somebody's house on fire a mile away. Let's just do sparklers this year. That way, we won't burn any houses down. You know what we're going to do? Let's call Guinness in. Let's set a world record. We're going to show
sparklers.
the whole world we're sparklers. So right off the bat, not that cool. But I suppose if Guinness comes in, you're in the Guinness Book of World Records, at least you can say,
Yeah, we're not cool, but we're in the
Guinness Book of World Records for being not cool. So they...
being the most not cool.
But being the most not cool thing ever. The Pyrotechnic Guild Sparkler Party. So they wanted to set the record for most sparklers lit simultaneously. Just like, wow. They had an apparatus that was created by students and instructors from the local college, Gillette College, to light multiple sparklers. And then they had volunteers with torches that lit other sparklers and distributed them to participants. More than 1,700 people attended. 2,500 sparklers were lit, the current record being 1,713. So when the sparklers were going, they were chanting, "We are cool. We are cool." Problem is, there's a technicality. You can't, what has to happen is, it would have had to have been 1,714 people lined up, light the sparklers. It can't be like sparklers are going out while people are waiting over in a tent, for the people to come over, the ones that, it has to be a simultaneous light. It can't be, over the course of the evening, over 1,800 sparklers were lit.
It has to be simultaneous.
Simultaneous, the beauty and wonder.
How do you create a flame big enough to ignite that many sparklers? You have to have them in a giant roll?
You mean, how are we going to do it? We're going to get 1,714 people, hand them all lighters, hand them all a sparkler, and say,
Go.
It's going to be 3, 2, 1, sparkler. Not 3, 2, sparkle. Don't fuck it up again, Eddie. 3, 2, 1, sparkle. You and I will get up on the stage. 3, 2, 1, sparkle. Everyone does it. We're going to be doing it at our shows in Milwaukee, in LA, and then we set the record. But technicality, they didn't get it. So they thought, I know how we can do it. Last year we burned a house down. This year we'll set a record. Well, last year you burned a house down, and this year you done fucked up. So good luck next year. What you going to do next year?
But they did it in LA, and then this year it was in Gillette,
Wyoming. No, last year's was, it wasn't in LA.
Oh.
We're doing in LA at our show. We're going to be doing a sparkler. I
record.
hope everyone's ready. Sparklers can be mad dangerous, though, dog. Especially indoors. Poppin'.
Well, it's like
What are those little box things you buy for
bang
$1?
pops?
We're gonna set the world record for most. What are they called?
Bang snaps?
Bang bucks. Bang bros. What is it? We're gonna do the most bang stops at once. 3, 2, 1, bang stop.
It's a snap.
Bang snap, Eddie. Because Eddie's always like.
I remember we used to take those and empty them all out into a pile and build one giant like a bomb.
Yeah. If you will.
It's essentially a small
3 M80s.
Small bomb.
Light it and run. Yeah. Sparklers.
I've burned myself with a sparkler.
Yeah, it's dangerous. It's dangerous, man. Did you ever burn yourself with a roach? Did you ever burn yourself with a roach?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You ever inhale a roach accidentally?
I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck.
Seth mentioned that we're going to be doing our record breaking at our live shows. We've got 2 shows coming up here. Whose dates I'm going to fuck up. So Saturday, May 23rd.
Perfect. Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
In Milwaukee, Wisconsin, at the Back Room at
Collectivo. Pabst Theater Group.
Friday,
June
26th.
Lodge Room. Highland Park.
Los Angeles. Tickets for both of those should be on sale through our website and also through the theater's website.
Please come through. We'll
get those.
We're going to figure out some sort of world
Only
record.
doing one show in LA.
Safer.
It's going to be seated and standing.
One show in Milwaukee. One show in LA.
It's going to be a bang out.
How about
jam out?
We'll figure out some sort of world record. Probably deepest laughs at a live event.
Most guttural
laughs at a live event. Eddie, laugh. See, this guy Eddie's always with us. He's always fucking up.
He's always ruining
3, 2, 1, guttural laugh, Eddie. No.
He's always ruining our our Guinness Book of World Records.
What do we got here? What do you got over there?
Could we somehow set one for podcasting? I guess everyone else goes. There's people who have more shows than us because they go every day, but they also all have guests. We have to have the record for just two bros just rapping?
Oh, 2 bros chopping it up? That's in the Guinness. That's a chapter. 2 bros chopping it up.
Most consecutive chop-ups.
Most consecutive chop-ups by 2 bros. Congratulations.
This is a company called, I think it's Fourth and Heart. Is that correct?
Fourth and Heart sounds like a
cross street, a romantic cross street. A cross street and a love
funniest
song.
rom-com. What's your favorite rom-com? Fourth and Heart?
Fourth and Heart with Julia Louis-Dreyfus and
oh my God.
Pete Buttigieg.
And Pete Buttigieg.
On a mission to upgrade your pantry, starting with our line of grass-fed ghee flavors.
Okay.
That is original Himalayan pink salt, turmeric, California garlic, and Madagascar vanilla bean.
Which one's your favorite?
I would say turmeric.
Do you need to pronounce the R in there? Is it turmeric? Isn't it? Is it
turmeric?
I think
turmeric. Turmeric. Turmeric.
Turducken?
Turkey. Turmeric.
Maybe. I don't know. Turmeric. Szechuan. Which one's your favorite? Turmeric? Because if it's anti-inflammatory properties, turmeric.
America.
You can learn a lot. It's first thing when you go on a first date in your rom-com Fourth and Heart. The opening scene is at a restaurant, and you ask your date, pronounce this word.
Bitch.
Did you say it's Himalayan?
Ghee is clarified or melted butter.
Okay.
With the milk solids and water removed.
You don't need it, I guess.
They also have a new protein energy bar, which is
right.
filled with collagen and ghee.
Collagen's hot right now.
And they call them woke bars.
Well, they can't call them that because that's completely fucking absurd.
Well, they're woken. They're woke bars.
But again, I ask you at the meeting for what are we calling our new bars, someone could not have possibly raised their hand and said, let's call them woke bars.
Well, and then everyone agreed.
Yeah. We had to have been one person that was like,
that's not cool.
That's not cool. Let's not do that. And everyone else was like, boo. You're fired.
It's catchy.
Wow. What are you eating there? Woke bar. I eat what I am. It's a woke bar.
Woke bar should have...
Woke bar should be illegal, first of all.
It should also have caffeine in it.
It should have caffeine in it because one can't really be woke unless they're alert.
Yeah, unless they're watching...
Unless otherwise they're watching 2001 film Corky Romano.
Corky Romano? Does he have an accent or a funny... Is it a look? Prosthetics?
He's Chris Kattan.
It's just Chris Kattan.
Different time, man.
Yeah.
Different time.
I'll say.
I mean, 2001? Sometimes I think about February 2006 when we started the show. I think, man, that was a long time ago. You ever go back to 2001? I did. With Corky.
It's a long time.
It's a long time ago.
I would love to start assembling a list of movies you've never seen.
I gotta see. Gotta see High Fidelity. Gotta see Girl Interrupted. Gotta see Sideways.
That's your first three.
My first
Top
three.
Of the list right
Done. What are you watching?
So you wouldn't eat a woke bar. You couldn't because it's got ghee in it. But
well, I just want to know. I guess companies do. They're a new company.
They're trying to stay current.
You just stay
Unfortunately, in order to stay current and then go through all the hoops that it takes to bring a product to market.
Yeah.
Woke bars probably sounded better maybe 2 years ago. And now here they are and they're like, fuck, we're stuck with it.
Fuck.
And if we change the name now, we got to go back and do it all over again. So woke bars
what
it
are we
is.
gonna do? I guess we'll go back to our fucking Me Too ghee. Fuck, this is weird. This is weird.
Me Too ghee.
This is weird.
It's tough.
I was telling you about the Corvette Heroes.
The raffle?
The raffle. That I had to wait till May, and I was dying.
Till May
to find out which Corvette I won. Well, the Chicago Auto Show just happened. They brought 6 of the vets, put them out on display.
Just to
which I didn't like because I just
wet your palate.
Wet some pallets in Chi-Town, which I don't like because they probably sold a lot of raffle tickets there and decreasing my odds. So I've been following them every day, like I do with things. Unfortunately, a recent transportation mishap beyond our control necessitated that we bring the showpiece 1953 Corvette, the very first of the lost Corvettes, into our world-class restoration facility for accident repair. What do you think happened? I don't know.
Wasn't
Do you have an idea?
Secured onto a truck properly.
Whatever it
Fell
is.
off a truck.
It fell off a truck. Like, you mean these Dyson vacuums
No.
that you're selling?
Like
no,
rolled off
not
the
that,
back of a
Not
trailer.
that kind of fell off a truck.
You got a Dyson vacuum hookup?
I had a Dyson. Let's just say I had a Dyson
Man.
vacuum that fell off a truck in Tacoma. Let's leave it at that. Any hoots. So, all right, whatever. Something happened. You bring it back to your world-class facility. Providing this one-of-a-kind prize requires us to extend, in accordance with the official rules, the last day to enter the sweepstakes will now be September 8th, 2020. Why the fuck do you got to extend the fucking raffle because you dropped the fucking Corvette?
Because I got to recoup more money because of the restoration
Right?
they're having to do.
This Corvette needs to coop some more money. Just pull it back in. Whoever wins that, just be like, oh, by the way, you actually won the dopest original one, but you can't get it till September. Seth got his 79 in May. You have to wait till September. I don't know. We know that the extra time you'll spend waiting to learn if you're one of the winners may be an inconvenience. We deeply apologize.
Seth.
Seth.
Because you're the only
The
one.
only one that every day that takes out his lost Corvette and looks at it and dreams. T-top, and then I'll probably go to Larchmont. I'll probably get a coffee in it. Yeah. When I come in there blasting Foreigner in my fucking 82 Vet, what's up? With my head poking out of the T-top. So they basically are like, come on down and now's your chance. You can spend like $7,000 and get like 15,000 tickets now. They have a whole new fucking, I got one ticket for $3. Now they've got like a whole new tiering system to like steal.
Yeah, I'm going to see how much I can get for like
$100,000.
How many tickets do I get for $100,000?
Oh, so
where does the raffle, goes to a charity?
It goes to the National Guard. I think educational endowment, or I don't know something with the National Guard. Just give me my fucking vet. I know somebody listens to the show is going to win a vet. That's the beauty of this. Won't be me. At least you give me a ride in it. Maybe get me a ride in your vet down to Larchmont and let me hang my head out the T-top, and we'll put on Foreigner, and I'll yell, I didn't win. She did. It's whoever wins it. Damn it, I won.
Because of you, though.
Because of me. And I'll get a free ride to Larchmont. Great. And there you have it again. 15 years of the podcast. What'd you get out of it? Well, one time I mentioned a raffle. Someone had no fucking idea, spent $3, won an 89 Vet T-top, picked me up, drove me down to Larchmont, and then made me walk home. Sweet.
This is a top list. Does this make sense to you? The library's top list of common cultural activities. This is the average number of times Americans reported taking part in these leisure activities in 2019.
That makes sense to me.
Per year.
What do you do for leisure?
Yes, but it says library top list, and the top activity on average per year, Americans reported going to the library 10.5 times.
Somebody in a lifetime.
Someone's cooking the books
there. You mean after graduating high school? If for a lifetime.
10.5 visits the library per year.
Every month. I'm always at the local library. Doing what? They're cooking books.
5.3 visits to the movie theater.
When's the last time you were in a Los Angeles public library?
A couple of years ago.
Okay. That's not bad.
Signed up.
I had to take a piss.
No, I signed up.
Perfect.
And I never went back.
For a library card.
For military. for Army.
National Guard. Office. National Guard. I thought I won a Corvette. I went to the wrong place. I'm in the National Guard now.
5.3 visits to the movie theater. So 10.5 visits to the library. 5.3 visits to the movie theater.
So this year I saw 5 movies, but I read 10 books. Well, you're a fucking liar. So what's up?
4.7 sporting events.
I'll buy that. I mean, you hit 10 Lakers game a season. That's 5. 4.3.
3.8 concerts or plays.
Well, such different things.
Very different.
Concerts or plays? So you're comparing Guns N' Roses at SoFi Stadium to my coworker's 99 Cent Theater shit show one-man show. That's the same thing. Yes, but the one-man show, he's playing Axl Rose. It's the story.
It's actually the story of his childhood in
It's
Indiana.
his childhood in Indiana being beaten. It's a harrowing piece. I would so see that again before they try to. They're like, come on. We said goodbye to you, but don't you want to come to SoFi? Open up that new LA
I want to go
stadium?
see this play.
Oh, no, but my friend's in a play, and he's a wonderful thespian. He's playing you.
It's called Broken
Mr. Rose.
Axel.
It's called Broken Ass Asshole Rose. And he plays you as a boy.
3.7 visits to a national park.
Nope. I mean, you're always up in the park.
2.5 visits to a museum.
That's pretty
2.5 visits to a casino.
Oh, Jesus.
1.5 visits to an amusement park. And 0.9 visits to a zoo.
Okay.
This can't be true.
It's all...
This is all out of whack.
Definitely. Because zoo, you go to a zoo 10 times a year.
Me?
Yeah.
I mean...
Between aquariums and zoos, no.
The movies, the libraries are
The
off.
museum was 2 and the what was...
Concerts or plays, that doesn't mean like, what is that? But what about just like a local show? That's a concert.
That's a concert. That's a rock and roll concert.
That's nuts. You go see 5 movies and you only see 3.5 shows, music shows?
Well, I see more movies than I see shows.
I'm saying, yes, you do, but people in general, I would say that it would be, this is a lie.
It's a total lie.
All of them are wrong. 2.5 visits to a casino is crazy too.
That's a lot of visits.
I mean, one a year, tops.
More than enough. Well, it's a Gallup poll, so you know people when they're on the phone, so it's just like
4.5 sporting events also seems excessive. I guess maybe people are going to like local sporting events. Like I think about it, it's just like you go to 4 baseball games or 4. I guess, I guess
over the course of a year.
Yeah, sure, fine, okay, fine.
I mean, you live at the Staples VIP.
Between the Dodgers and the Lakers, probably.
How many baseball games? You go to baseball games?
I went to 3 baseball games last season.
That is out of control. That's so many baseball games.
I might be making that up.
You totally made it up.
I think I went to 3.
Because you went to 1 and you were like, this is fucking crazy. I don't drink.
Definitely went to more than 1.
Wow.
I think I went to 3.
3 ball games?
I bought a fitted hat in the stadium and everything.
Yeah, you did. Jonathan, Preston, Laro, Ket. Speaking of baseball, it's everyone's talking about baseball now.
I just was watching a bunch of kids play at the park today when I was walking.
Oh, wait, you need to stop right there.
It's in my little. I hang out at
the local park and I scout. What you do? What? "Quote unquote." I scout. Let's just say it. It's what I call it.
I scout from a porta potty.
I
that's
scout
very close to the
with
field.
binoculars from a porta potty for talent. Oh my!
I was introducing myself to the boys.
As the manager.
I'm your new manager.
You know, in baseball, the manager, the coach, he wears the same uniform as them. So hence, I had on a baseball uniform, an ill-fitting baseball uniform. Why the fuck do they still do that? Guys, you look so fucking stupid in that uniform.
Isn't there like something like practical about it?
I don't know.
The stirrups and shit for the sliding?
For the manager? So when he yelling at the
I mean
the stirrups?
Shouldn't the uniforms themselves?
Oh, the uniforms they're so stupid. But
non-breathable polyester.
Why is this like 70-year-old manager like dressed up like the guys? I'm one of the guys. You look like an idiot. So stupid. I mean, what are you gonna look over at fucking Sean Payton in a fucking full football uniform with black under his eyes, coaching the fucking game? I'm in pads. You look stupid. I think because they can go out in the field of play. I believe I read or someone told.
You have to be suited up.
Yeah, it'd be illegal. You can't go out where the boys are playing.
You can't be in a suit.
You can't be in a suit with your binoculars in the porta potty. That's how the managers go out to the mound now. They put them in a porta potty with binoculars and they roll them out.
What's happening with baseball?
What's an institution that is synonymous with baseball? What's a mass media? When you think about baseball over the last 100 years, you think
radio?
The radio. You're exactly right. The radio. The Oakland Athletics, which I didn't realize that is their, from 1987 till today, their legal tender Christian name is the Oakland Athletics. From 1968 to 1986, their legal name was the Oakland A's. I guess we can still call them the A's, but from what I read, they were the Oakland A's from their inaugural season in 1968 until 1986. From 1987 till now, they're the Oakland Athletics.
Which I always assumed that it was the other way around, that they were the Athletics and then people just would drop it to the A's.
So many call it the A's.
Why did they, what did the A's mean? What did the A's mean?
I think the A's meant athletics, but they wanted to be more formal in the 80s, I think. You know, with the Bash Brothers and everything, you want to get more formal. We should do that before every show. Now, they'll become the first Major League Baseball team.
You know who else I like from the A's?
Who?
Eckersley.
Dennis Eckersley. Have you ever seen the picture of me sitting directly next to Dennis Eckersley at the Jerry Remy baseball camp?
No.
Ooh, that's a good photograph.
Was he on the A's at that time?
He was not on the A's at that time. I don't believe, because maybe why would he have been at that camp? I am sitting next to the greatest reliever.
Looks like Sam Elliott?
Yes.
Yeah.
The greatest reliever in the history of baseball. Who's sitting right next to him? Motherfucking me. What's up? You think that had anything to do with your Hall of Fame career? You tell me. Anyway, they'll become the first Major League Baseball team to have no radio broadcast in their home city. It won't be on the radio. First time ever. Baseball. MLB started in 1903. First time ever.
Not even digital radio? Satellite radio?
See, he's good. He's good. TuneIn.com. You can stream the games, but there'll be no radio broadcast or the MLB audio app.
But will the same radio announcers be calling it?
The same radio announcers will be calling it on the MLB app and TuneIn.com streaming service, but they will not be on the radio.
How's that sweet pay cut?
All right.
You're not on the radio anymore. You ain't getting paid you're getting paid
that,
internet
like old-time
money.
Radio money.
Stream money.
Oh, streaming money? Oh, yeah. For every home run, you get a penny. What? Yeah, that's how it is. For every 25,000 people that listen to you do the game, we give you $1.
Is that a franchise? Is that a? What am I asking?
Who made this decision?
No. Is that a franchise job? Like, was Chick Hearn employed by the Los Angeles Lakers?
Oh, or was Vin Scully?
Was Vin Scully a Dodger paid by the Los Angeles Dodgers?
His checks come from the... I don't know. No? Probably no. No. They just become synonymous with that, but they must be paid... Yeah, is that the... Good question.
Because, you know,
888-842-2357.
Chick would call the games on radio and television.
Yeah. That's a great question.
And so would Vin. So they can't have been... They have to have been contractually bonded with the team, not the outlet. I could be off on that.
I love it. All right.
Hi.
Hey, it's a new world.
So
it's a new world.
You can't just sit in your car, tune your radio dial.
You can't sit outside
of the
your
stadium.
Grandchild.
Sit outside in
on
the parking
porch.
lot. We can't afford tickets. But
hey, Grandpa, by the way, I don't want to listen to the games with you, so it's fine. Late.
Never did.
It's called skateboarding, Grandpa. That's what I do. That's kids do, right? That's what they do.
Yeah, they skate.
That's that.
Fingerboarding.
Oh man. So yeah, that's but it's a brave new world.
So what? I mean, within 4 years, no one will have
every
it.
Team, you can't have that.
An experimental fingerprint detection approach can identify traces of cocaine on human skin even after someone has washed their hands. For how long? 3, 4
Forever.
years?
Lifetime.
The test is also smart enough to tell whether an individual has actually consumed the Schedule
wait a minute.
Class A substance.
Wait a minute. That's a whole different story.
Or just handled it.
Okay. Because I'm just handling it. I'm not doing it.
I just like to touch
I package it for my uncle.
I just like the way it feels in my hands.
I love it the way it feels.
In a paper published in Nature Publishing Group's Scientific Reports, a series of experiments detail how it is possible to carry out drug testing accurately and painlessly using a single fingerprint sample.
Huh?
For drug testing, it is necessary to be able to distinguish those who have handled cocaine from those who have ingested it because the legal ramifications are different.
Way different. Yeah.
The new research demonstrates that this is possible for the first time using high-resolution mass spectrometry. Spectrometry.
Yep, that's what it's about.
Spectrometry techniques.
That's what it's about. Yep. That's how I check my weed. That's how I get in my fucking get in the cannabinoids. I get in with that. So that's good because you don't want to. Oh no, I wasn't doing it. Oh yeah, it might be. How do you fucking know? Yeah, it's on my. Yeah.
Because I cut up a line for that guy the other night.
Because I cut up a line for your wife. So what's up?
But wait, if you're handling it, that means you have it or you're around it. That means if you're not doing it, you're selling it. So it's worse.
I don't know. You tell me. I don't have it. It's on my fingers. Do I have any on me right now? Is it in my system? No. Is it on my fingers? Maybe it is. Maybe I dealt with a bill. They say it's on every bill. Right?
Blood money.
Right? Snopes? Look that up. Go to Snopes.com while I'm pulled over here. They say it's on every bill.
Am I detained?
Am I detained, officer? Because I'm traveling here. Narcos, Netflix. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I'm going to own you right now.
I'm going to own your ass with this new statute. I'm going to sue your ass.
I'm sovereign. I'm a sovereign traveler.
I'm going to sue your fucking ass. The amount of times that I fucking hear that, I'm going to call my fucking lawyer. You have never.
Call the watch commander.
You don't. Call your watch commander right now. Statute 18.9, sovereign traveler. I'm going to own your fucking wife. Life and wife. You shut the fuck. Don't fucking look at me.
Don't you fucking even shut up.
Fucking look at me. I'm going to own your fucking ass. I'm going to call my lawyer. You don't have a lawyer. No one has a lawyer. Rich people have lawyers. You don't have a lawyer. I mean, you've had several public defenders because you're a scumbag, but you don't have a lawyer the way that, like, when people say that, the way they mean it. Like, I'm going to call my fucking lawyer. Who's that?
I haven't figured it out yet.
Jacob Emrani? Who's your lawyer? Which one?
Which bus?
Yeah. Which one?
The one on the dash
we'll
or
wait
the
for
one
a
on
bus
the metro?
To drive by and we'll pick that guy.
The Accidentes guy?
Accidentes? That Accidente guy with the mustache? Unbelievable.
Yeah, well.
You don't know me. I'm going to own you. Sovereign, I'm going to own your ass. U.S. statute 18.9 points. I'm going to own you. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, I'm going to own you. Oh, my God, I'm going to fucking sue you. I love this. I fucking love this. 2 minutes later, they're like slamming their heads into the cage. Like, wait a minute. You almost had me.
You duped me there.
You duped me for a second.
But
then when you started slamming your head against the side window, I was like, oh, no. Nope. Jonathan, I have a question for you.
Yes.
I married into a Korean family. I'm not Korean. My mother lives nearby. She is closed-minded about food. She won't try new things and rarely goes to restaurants because she tends to nitpick every part of the meal or say that some ingredients disagree with her. Recently, my in-laws threw a big party at their house to celebrate my mother-in-law's 70th birthday. The party was catered, featuring mostly Korean cuisine. They invited my mother to the party. Knowing that she was likely going to have issues with the food, I gave her a heads up so she could plan accordingly. She said, "Don't worry about me." So I didn't. At the party, she immediately stated that she couldn't eat a thing. My very sweet father-in-law paid special attention to her to encourage her to try some of the different dishes that were out on the table. A few minutes later, I looked over and saw my mother-in-law firing up the grill in the backyard to cook a single hamburger from... saw my mother-in-law firing up the grill in the backyard to cook a single hamburger from my mom, while everyone else sat down at the table and enjoyed the catered food. While everyone was polite, I was incredibly embarrassed at my mother's closed-mindedness and stubborn behavior. I want her to try new things and to get out of her comfort zone. I also don't want to exclude her just on the basis of her picky eating habits. Well, what do you recommend, Jonathan?
This is It would seem to me that this is there's some other issue here.
Something you think there's a deeper issue
Well,
than the food, it's not a food issue.
Korean food is there's definitely a certain thing to it.
Okay.
So you could maybe
certain tang to it.
I could understand that maybe not if you're like kind of like a very basic American food type eater. You know, there are those people who are just like burgers and chicken strips and they can't really venture outside of that zone.
Pasta with butter.
But to go out of your way to do something like that is to draw attention to it and to make a point of it, as opposed to eating beforehand, not saying anything, risking offending your in-laws. So it sounds to me like maybe she doesn't.
You walk in there with your own bag of Subway, the foot long. I'm cool. I got a foot long.
I got a $5 foot long.
I got a $5 foot long and chips, Lay's chips. I'm gonna be over here.
I mean, that's even that. I mean,
I'm cool.
I don't think she maybe.
She's probably talking a lot about that pickle, a lot of what's that? It's a lot of
Kimchi?
stank. She's probably like really
You
chiming
think that
in.
she could maybe not be happy about the fact that he's married into a Korean family?
I mean, that's entirely what it is.
I mean, it's what it sounds like to me, and maybe that's just a hunch.
Hey, what's your deal? I'm gonna have this burger out here.
I have a $5 foot long, and then I'm gonna make a burger.
I brought my own single burger patty. I want her mother to make it for me. You make this burger.
It's rude.
It's rude. She shouldn't have come, but she should go.
No, she should go. She should just eat ahead of time, and she shouldn't fucking make it be known that she ain't down.
About everything being pickled. Stop making all the comments.
The pickling comment.
Pickling comments. Stop telling everybody there you saw Parasite.
So
We got it.
I think.
Oh my God! I loved Parasite.
I said.
Why?
I loved
Parasite. Me. Heart. Love. Intestine. How do I do Parasite? Parasite. Mom.
So
you need to get the fuck in the Honda Accord and get out of here. Take your single patty.
Get out of here.
Get your foot long and get the fuck out of here.
You think I'm right?
I think you're always right.
No, you don't. You do that to encourage me. But I think it's maybe that she's not that stoked on the K vibes.
It's unbelievable.
I would think that maybe she's not that down with the how maybe that they are more Korean than she was hoping for.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Like the fact that they're like, oh, you guys like you're like Korean, like, and you like Korean food.
Oh,
and like
wait
Korean
a minute,
culture,
you guys are.
and like,
oh shit, you're actually into Korea.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Like I thought it was gonna be.
I didn't think it was gonna be like that.
I thought it was gonna be patties.
I thought we were having burgers.
So.
Oh, it's like that. Ah, shit. Shit.
I mean, in my experience.
Yes, with cuisine or with different ethnic cultures.
I mean, we don't know that this woman is white. We're assuming.
Okay. When you assume, you know what that is.
But I would say that people who are not used to being the minority within a environment don't usually react very well to being the minority.
Okay.
And the minority meaning the less maybe popular opinion, not even necessarily an ethnic minority, but just
in general,
we're all down with Korean food, and like you don't like Korean food, so like, but you're not used to being in a place where you can't just make it go your way, and so you wind up causing a problem. You wind up making your dissatisfaction known because you're used to not having to compromise those types of things.
Okay.
There is a inherent closed-mindedness that is indicated in this, that you're it's not just not liking it, it's making a point that trying to make that be known.
Yeah, that's
so
showing
it's
up at the subway was an overt.
So there's either an issue with
Jared Fogle, he did some shit. I'm not saying he didn't.
But I love my $5.
You have this tuna?
I think she has an issue there. It's either a personality issue, or an issue with the family that her son is married into.
Yep.
I would think. And it should not be catered to. No pun intended.
Yeah, dude. America through the eyes of two Americans, here to build things up, not tear them down. Here to say thank you to this community. And so appreciative that you tuned in for episode 777. Please come back for 778. Maybe tell a friend to come back for 778. 888-842-2357. Call the voicemail. Share your multicultural romantic experiences. And a culinary tip. Very interesting. Because food brings us all together. We've all seen, there's no passport required. We've all watched it on PBS. The food in the world, it brings us all together. Different cuisines. Tell us your experience in multi-general, multi-ethnic cuisine disparities. Please share.
We are we are listener supported.
Yes.
Advertising and commercial free.
Like
Please
a
pledge,
PBS, if you will.
Please pledge to us. You could do that in two ways, or a few different ways. You could buy merch on our website, UhhYeahDude.com. You could go to Patreon, pledge to us a monthly amount, a recurring charge that gives you access to the videoed versions of these episodes that we do, the access to the archived episodes of the shows that we've been doing since 2006. And other stuff like that. The other thing you could do, if it's easier, is just pay us on a joke-by-joke basis. You could pay us.
You'd go broke.
We'd be millionaires.
Yeah, you're doing that. You can't ask somebody to do that.
You could send us a couple bucks on Venmo. That's UID number 4 letter L. UID 4L. Or I think by my name you can search it. You
mentioned those shows. You got those two shows.
We have two live shows coming up: L.A. and Milwaukee.
Shows.
Milwaukee and L.A. Saturday, May 23rd.
We're opening for the Two Live Crew.
2 live shows opening for 2 Live Crew in
Miami.
In Miami.
It's 2 Live Crew nostalgia. We're going on tour with 2 Live Crew.
But that's
sorry, Mom. I'm sorry.
Wait.
I'm sorry to throw you off, but we're going on tour with 2 Live Crew.
We didn't want to say anything.
Who could say anything? Do you remember that? Oh, that was risque.
It was a little risque.
A little risque? Dog.
I think my parents had kind of let go at that point.
Oh, they were just like...
I told you, like, my
Uncle
thing
Luther,
was somebody stuck me into a room and played Push It by Salt and Peppa, and I was screaming into a pillow and was tried to smuggle the tape out because I thought if my parents found it, they were going to send me away.
Curtains, yeah.
A month later, they were like, "You heard this song Push It?" By because it was on television and shit.
Yeah, they choreographed a dance. Mom and Dad, watch.
Well,
Ben plays Spinderella. Everybody, what? That's just it.
But also, I think
different times.
I was also because my parents were, anti-censorship. So the fact that it became they couldn't say I couldn't
had
listen
to get it on
because
CD. Here's
let us buy you a bandana, 2 Live Crew bandana.
You're in the 2 Live Crew now because we hate censorship. Fuck Tipper Gore.
So
put you in a fuck Tipper Gore tank top and sent you to school.
Send me to Miami. Send me to school in Miami.
Yeah, Miami-Dade.
So
holy shit, who's this new student?
Go to our Patreon, Venmo website, live shows. Help me with the venue in Milwaukee.
Pabst Theater Group, back room.
Also
in lodge room. Back room and lodge room.
Back room and lodge room. There.
Love it.
That's Friday, June 26th in LA at the lodge room again. Get tickets for those. Come back for 778.
Amazing. Yeah. Come back for 778. Tell a friend. Call the voicemail. Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.